Alright. Refresh. Refresh, y'all. I need to know if y'all see me. Whoa, too close. Need to know if y'all can see me. Refresh. Let me know if y'all can see me, y'all. Refresh. Because right now I'm just sitting back chilling. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I got our next topic. I have our next topic right here at the ready that we need to discuss, that we need to get out the way. And honestly, this is probably going to be the best one of the day. So I'm going to let y'all know ahead of time if this is something y'all not too thrilled with, what Nintendo do. It's not what Nintendo did in particular. Honestly, it's more so the people as of late. Honestly, I should talk more about Nintendo because of, in comparison of what we would yeah, they're not worth it. Oh yeah, you're right, they're not worth it, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. You're right, they're not worth it. If you're talking about a Pokemon DLC, you're right, that's not worth it, which is exactly what my point is that I'm about to get to. So, y'all know about Palworld's release. Everyone by now knows about Palworld's release. Winter, you're gonna see what I mean in a little bit. Trust me, everything's gonna be clear the minute we're done having this discussion. So y'all know about Palworld's release. Y'all know as of late about how successful the game is starting to become because of its release, because of the fact that what got people's attention was it was Pokemon with guns, right? Now we saw these designs. Now I'm gonna say this here, and I need, I mean, shit. This shouldn't be a surprise. And I know Winter you can't play it, but it's more to it for what I'm talking about here. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. It's gonna all make sense. When we saw those trailers, for me and you, Bao, probably whoever else was in that call, when we saw those trailers, we were literally pointing out Pokemon left and right. How did we react? We practically laughed. We didn't get mad. We ain't say none. We ain't say no bullshit. We only said, "Oh shit, this is Electabuzz with a fucking minigun." I mean, can't tell me I was. You can't tell us that we was wrong saying that shit because that's exactly what it was. It was Electabuzz with a goddamn minigun. Oh, there's a Alolan Ninetales or whatever. There's an Eevee. Oh, there's a Vulpix. Grookey with a gun, right? with a fucking gun. These trailers came out. The first one, from what I remember, Fennekin with a flame. Thank you, Fennekin with a flamethrower. Literally, these trailers came out in 2021. At least the first one, as far as we know, came out in 2021. We heard literally nothing after that trailer. They put out another trailer, 2022, right? No word, no comment. Same shit. Pokemon with guns. Another trailer, 2023. No comment, right? 2024, this year, on release, we go from having absolutely no comments besides the Pokemon with gun shit. We go from absolutely no comments to people saying that this game has AI art involved, to more shit saying they ripped off Pokemon, to Nintendo, when's Nintendo gonna come in and strike and strike this game down? We went from 0 words, 0 comments, to holy shit, we got a wave of negativity and misinformation out of absolutely nowhere. All because this game is successful. All because this game hit what, 3 million, $4 million. I'm sorry, 3 million, 4 million players. Raked over $100 million in revenue. Look. And it's what makes this worse, what makes this so much worse, particularly with the AI thing. This is why I'm gonna get at Nintendo for a little bit. Particularly with the AI thing, is people are taking this misinformation and they're running with it. And thank God for the community notes, because if it wasn't for community notes, it's a shame it came up so late. If it wasn't for the community notes, people would still be running with this shit. Here's how I see it. Yes, they passed plagiarism checks. They did all that and what forth. But let's be real. Even mentally, you cannot see this shit and think for a second this is still low-key Pokemon for real. Even when you play. When I see a quote-unquote shiny in this game, however they call it, sparkle, whatever the hell they call it. If I see that bitch sparkle, that's a shiny. I don't give a fuck. If it gets big, if it don't get big, if it's different color or whatnot. That's still a shiny at the end of the day. If I see a PAL, that they call it, that looks very similar to a Pokemon, I'm still gonna call that shit out at the end of the day. Make no mistake, this game ain't exactly all in the clear with what they're doing. We knew full well that they were copying some shit off Pokemon. But here's where we need to have this talk, okay? Pokemon, let's not act like Pokemon didn't copy shit either. I don't know, people. I don't know. Maybe I've heard the game. Maybe it's just me. Have anyone heard of a game called Dragon Quest? I'm pretty sure I've heard of Dragon Quest. I'm pretty sure all of us have heard of it. Where do you think Pokemon got their inspiration from? Just saying. So when it goes to copying, when it goes to originality, Pokemon ain't any different. Just like how Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering, and Pokemon TCG, they're not any different. Just like how Dynasty Warriors, and then you get all these other Warrior games. Hell, if anything, Koei fucking promotes this shit and endorses this shit. They're not any different. Just like how we always get, well, not really any different. Just like how we have hack and slash games. They're not any different. What's what's the common theme at the end of the day? A company is always gonna copy something. Okay. Just like how when it goes to sports, a team is always gonna copy something to make their team better. Just like how when it goes to technology, a company is always going to copy something to make the other better. Sony's going to copy PlayStation. Sony's going to copy Microsoft. Microsoft's going to copy Nintendo. Nintendo's going to copy both of them. It's a copycat world. Hell, these headphones that I have, the Astro A40s are probably copycats off of some other company that did it long ago, as far as I'm concerned. You even see it in fucking cars. Race cars are gonna get copied. What isn't copied at the end of the day? It's hard to be unique at the end of the day. Inspirations are things. Similar does not mean the same thing. And you're right, similar does not mean the same thing. You're absolutely correct. But at the same time, it's like when y'all say, oh, this game blatantly copied, this game did this. I mean, shit, I'm not shocked. I mean, how can you? I'm not shocked. I mean, let's be real. It's hard to really be creative at the end of the day. And no, this does not mean I'm endorsing what Palworld has done. Yeah, they blatantly copied this shit. But for y'all to be on Twitter and go on a tirade that y'all going on, it's fucking crazy. Y'all need to chill. Especially with the AI shit. Definitely with the AI shit, because here's the deal at the end of the day. And I don't think people understand this. If it was that much of a copy, if it was that fucking bad, do you really think Steam and Xbox would come in and endorse this shit as much as they've been endorsing it? These are companies that are just as big as Nintendo is. Especially Xbox. They're the ones that got it on their console. Do you know how fast Power would have gotten taken off of Steam if Nintendo was really that mad? I don't think people understand how fast Nintendo can get you up out of here for copying their shit. There are two companies, okay? There are two companies in this world that you do not fuck with under any circumstances when it goes to their product. You wanna know what these two companies are? You know what? I'm gonna let y'all take a guess. Fuyu, Winter, I'm gonna let you take a guess. There are two companies, gaming or non-gaming related, that you do not fuck with under any circumstances when it goes to their product. Nintendo is one of them. Take a guess what the second company is. A very, very good guess. Take a very good guess. You think of how fast they would strike your shit down and sue you and get you up out of here for so much as even drawing and trying to make money off their product. Hell, I mean, whatever it is. People literally live in fear of trying to even so much as try to do that with their shit. Nintendo is one of them. You don't make a Nintendo fan game without their say so. You're barely lucky to make Nintendo merchandise, like say, off of arts and shit like that. You're lucky they even allow that. But if y'all want to know, if no one can take a guess, I'm gonna go ahead and tell it to you. It's fucking Disney. You don't mess with that mouse over there. Like, I have to look it up, but I'm always hearing that you do not mess with Disney's products and think you're gonna get away unscathed. Now, you might be able to go as far as merchandise goes, but if you tried to say make a fan show or some shit like that, and you try to profit off of their show with using their characters or whatnot, they're gonna get you up out of here fast. So if you so much as try to fuck with the Mandalorian and make your own version of the Mandalorian and make money off of it, expect to see some hitmen at your door faster than you can blink. That's how it goes with those two companies. So, yeah, as I say that, when it goes to these people out here giving these kind of fucking crazy ass claims when it goes to Palworld. Now, yes, like I said, Palworld they're not exactly off the hook, but y'all need to fucking chill. Nintendo does not need your help when it goes to defending their product. Absolutely don't need your help. And the way how I see it is Nintendo don't care about Palworld, and they shouldn't. Rightfully shouldn't. The amount of money that Nintendo makes just off of even mentioning Pokemon and just off of even putting their shit up for merchandise or putting it up as an anime or putting up as a video game, just a simple mention of their word means they're generating money. It's just like that for them that's the equivalent for Call of Duty, where the simple mention of Call of Duty means they're making money. When Nintendo can sit up here and they can put out shit like this, when they can put out stuff like this for $60, I'm sorry, yeah, when they can put out shit like this for $60, $70 plus an expansion for $40, make you sit up there and spend $120 in total for the full package, they don't want, let alone need, your help. When they put out stuff like this, they don't need your help. And that's why I'm getting at Nintendo. If people wonder why Palworld is so successful right now, it's because of how stale Pokemon has gotten over the last couple of years. Probably longer. Look at the shit that Pokemon has fed y'all as of late. And then you wonder why Palworld has sold as much as they've sold so far. Regardless of how you feel about it. Whether you like the game, whether you hate the game. And what's crazy, like what Fuyu said, you can't even really compare Palworld to Pokemon from where, because when you play the game, they're two completely different games. The only way you can compare Palworld to Pokemon is if you're playing Pokemon Legends. That's it. That's the best comparison you're going to get with these two. Other than that, this game is basically fucking Ark, just with a mix of Pokemon in it. But what's crazy is the reason why this game is sold is because it's like Ark. with Pokemon hinted in it. People have been wanting Pokemon to do this, go this route for so long. And of course, they will never commit to it because, rightfully so, Nintendo is going to stick with what makes this shit work. And they're not going to back off. Again, looking at it company wise, why would you back off? If I'm a company and I see that I'm making this kind of money, not only on the games, but on the animes, why the fuck would I back off knowing damn well you're going to sit up there and get the game anyway? You know what's crazy, Fuyu? That's the game that deserves more of a discussion. Once again, I'm gonna go back and blame Capcom. I'm gonna shit on Capcom some more. Capcom, you royally fucked up with Monster Hunter Stories 2. Royally. Monster Hunter Stories 2 deserved an extra story. I'm gonna say that right now. The expansions you get with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, with Pokemon in general, we should have gotten this with Monster Hunter Stories 2. Because for me personally, maybe this is just me, but I felt like Monster Hunter Stories 2 left a cliffhanger that's a sour taste in my mouth. Where I felt like it should have been more after that ending. It didn't feel like a Monster Hunter Stories ending. I felt like it wasn't over. I felt like there was much more monsters, especially in the case of Monster Hunter, where there was much more monsters out there to explore in stories that you could have gotten, especially when it goes to the elder dragons that you can you I don't even think you can get all of them in there. Capcom royally fucked up with Monster Hunter Stories 2, a game that deserves more conversation, deserves more talk that it won't ever get. Dragon Quest Monsters is a better Pokemon game than Pokemon, and shit, I'm led to believe it. That's a game that deserves more talk. Is that Dragon Quest game? I don't have Dragon Quest, but I've seen people play the shit out of it. And I'm like, yo, why the hell is this not getting more of a discussion? They pulled an Iceborne. There was no build up. Then suddenly, Death Elder Dragon threatens the world. You beat it up. GG. Good night. Goes to show you, man. We deserve so much more with that game. Pokemon is not the only thing that makes Nintendo big. Pokemon is just a publisher. And yeah, you're right, Winter. You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely right, Winter. There's Mario, there's Metroid, there's that, etc., etc. But let's not sit here and act like Pokemon ain't one of their biggest moneymakers, if not probably the biggest moneymaker, not named Mario. I mean, I know there's Zelda, I know there's Metroid, but look, when you're as widespread as Pokemon is, no way Nintendo ain't making any bread. Remember, we wouldn't have Pokemon if it weren't for Dragon Quest, right? How you doing, Eagles? We wouldn't have it if it wasn't for Dragon Quest. That is what we really need to be talking about. Yeah, people tend to forget that detail. Right. They absolutely forget that. But this is what I want to. But this is what I. Yeah, but you want to know why Pokemon has trading card games? Because Satoshi played Dragon Quest as a kid and couldn't get a hat for his for his mage, but his friend got two, and there was no way to give items, which is fucking crazy. And that's how Pokemon got trading, ladies and gentlemen, because of that game. Oh, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this. WWE 2K24, Cody Rhodes is the cover athlete, and they're getting 40 years of WrestleMania. I will say this. I will be taking a look at this game more in depth. Y'all know I got 2K23 and I enjoyed it. But yeah, just a little bit of side thing I wanted to mention with that one with WWE 2K24. But with that, with with Pokemon, all I know is this: for people that's sitting up there and talking about all this with Palworld, here's the deal: at the end of the day, your ass is still playing Scarlet and Violet, a completely unoptimized, horribly ran performing game on the Switch, and y'all want to sit here and talk about lazy as shit, unoriginal and shit. Hell, I'm gonna be real with you. Half the Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet, I ain't too thrilled with. Being honest with you, I don't even care about half the Pokemon in the game. Probably most of them. Yeah, Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair are the cover wrestlers too. They're for a deluxe edition, and they said that for the first time ever, those two women are the first two wrestlers to grace a women's cover athlete together, women's cover together. They're the first time ever. You know, we always had Becky Lynch as the cover, Roman Reigns and whatnot. We had women on the cover before, but not two at the same time. Especially dating back to all the other wrestling covers where that was never the case. So for those two, um, massive congratulations to those two. If anyone deserved it, it was probably those two women, especially Rhea Ripley, who's been on a tear ever since she won the title. Um, but yeah, massive congratulations to those three. But to get back to Pokemon, yeah, like I said, you have to deal with an unoptimized mess like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and your ass sits up there and spends $60, $70. And then you wonder why I sit up there and I say, I don't fucking care. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Y'all know how much I love my artists. Y'all know how much I love y'all. Y'all know how much I show my respect and I pay y'all for everything y'all do. But I'm gonna be real. Even if this game did truly have AI art, I would not care only because of the fact that I would want to see it make Pokemon, make Nintendo open their eyes and be like, yo, this is what this game is doing for $30. What the fuck are you doing for 30 extra? If not 40 extra? I want y'all to do more. I want y'all to do better. Then y'all wonder why, speaking of PC again, you have PC emulators that is running this shit on the Switch, and then you wonder why people are like, nah, I'm not with this shit. Yeah, Pokemon, why patch the fun duplication glitches, but not the 0 FPS frame drops and falling through the ground or whatever? Just saying, Nintendo. So for people mad at Palworld, look at it like this, okay? You're mad at Palworld for whatever reason it has to be, whether it's the misinformation with AI, whether it's with the copycat Pokemon. You're mad at them for that, and I get it. I understand it. But here's where you need to direct your anger towards. Direct your anger towards Nintendo for putting out products like this for years now, where they haven't gotten what you were really looking for out of these games, on top of it being an unoptimized shitty mess. When you do the raids, which is a prime example, look at the raids. These raids are fucking slow, clunky, and not fun. I don't even touch Pokemon Scarlet unless it's a Pokemon I want. I don't care to touch the game. If it wasn't for Mewtwo coming back, if it wasn't for Dialga and Palkia coming back, would I touch Pokemon Scarlet? Most likely no. I would not care. At all. Would I sit up there and pay for that DLC? Fuck no, I'm still not paying for that DLC. They haven't given me any reason to pay for the DLC. Why? So I can get on the DLC and see that my game is running at freaking 5 FPS per second, At least with Palworld, it's completely understandable as to why I get frame drops here and there when I get online because the server isn't exactly good. But then when I sit up there and I play solo mode, the game runs like a fucking dream. And that's whether it's on the Xbox or whether it's on the PC. Think of how embarrassing that is. That a game that's on early access that you pay $30 for runs better than a game you paid over $100 for. This is base game, this is DLC. Over $100 for that can barely fucking run on a Switch, whether it was docked or undocked. That's where your attention needs to be. Oh, and one more thing for people talking about AI and whatnot. Since people want to sit up there and police me for buying that game, right? You want to police me for that, right? Here's the deal. Hold on to this. This is where it's gonna get real good. You want to police me for that, right? I better see yo ass be ready to police Square Enix for making that AI Splatoon game, for allowing cryptocurrency in their games. I better be see you ready to do that when Ubisoft does the same thing. I better be see y'all ready to do that. And I will look back at this podcast and see that I talked about all this with Palworld and see how much y'all was against AI and this and whatnot. Where y'all went about misinformation. Only to see y'all fuck around and actually go through with it when it goes to PlayStation allowing this with their game. With PC allowing this with their game. Again, I'm looking at possibly Final Fantasy allowing this, with their game. Possibly whatever other Ubisoft release come out with their game. All I know is this. Y'all went this hard at Palworld because it was so successful. But I want y'all to be ready. Give me a minute. I need to find that game. It shouldn't take too long. I forgot its name. What is it? Foam something? The hell's this game called? Thank you for the hydrate, because I fucking need it. Foam stars? Thank you. I fucking need it. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, dude. Oh man. No, no. And the thing is, you wanna know what makes this worse? You wanna know what makes this worse? Y'all wanna see a blatant ripoff? Yeah, yeah, yeah! They copied the Halo Needler! The Needler, baby! Come on! The Needler! We are copying Halo! Bang! Pink explosion. But this is not where I want to get mad, particularly with this game, right? It's not because of the fact that people are just not because of the fact that this game is AI, right? Here's the deal. We been knew this game had AI. The minute and this is in comparison, right? I just talked about this with Palworld, where I said we had no information at all with this game having AI or whatever. I literally remember from the minute this game got announced that these motherfuckers said that they was putting AI in it. the minute it was announced. I don't know what else I could tell you. Vic Villian, big on Splatoon. Vic Villian had to come in and say, what makes me so disinterested in this game is, regardless of the similarities, is that the projectiles are so big you can't see anything. This is on top of the fact that this game, off the rip, said, "Fuck it, we're gonna put in we're gonna put in AI art." Off the rip, the minute it came out. See, right here. Now, I don't know when Kotaku posted this, but I specifically remember after its announcement, I swear to you, after its announcement that this game was gonna put out AI art, and I'm like, no, I'm not interested. Y'all fucking crazy as shit. Already putting out not safe for work. I'm gonna go ahead and block this real fast. I specifically remember it having to come out with this. Speaking of a Halo nerf, Nerf released a 100% Nerf gun Needler. I want to see this, actually. And I feel like if there was any gun that would have worked for a Needler, that would definitely be one. But here's the deal, though, right? I knew this off of announcement that this game was going to come out being an AI game. People are just now getting this, that this game is coming out with AI. At least this is before the game's actual release. So now people have a good idea to know, I'm not going to buy this game, fuck out of here, this shit has AI in it, I don't care. At least I didn't find this out with this whole AI news with Palworld. I found this out after I purchased the game. That's where I got a bigger problem. Y'all tell me all this after. At least with this, which I knew beforehand, people have an idea of what to expect with this game. At least they know not to really fuck with it like that, whether they like it or not, because they'd be like, oh, if y'all with the AI shit, if y'all not with the AI shit, don't give them anything. Actually hit Square Enix in their fucking pockets and tell them this shit ain't it. So, that's all I have to say. Those are my only thoughts, because honestly, I'm tired of talking about it already. But that's all I have to say. Okay? Y'all went this hard at Palworld. You better be ready to go hard at this game afterwards. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Out Shane Steichen to the point, and y'all know it, when that 4th and 6 was called. 4th and 6. The Chiefs should have stopped the Eagles on 4th and 6 when they sat up there and they ran that ball on 4th and 6. I could not fucking believe it. I'm like, oh my god, he went for a fucking run play on 4th and 6. Who does that? There's balls and then there's downright stupidity. That was stupidity at its finest. Jalen Hurts' athleticism saved the game and saved Shane Steichen. Saved him.
Wasn't good at all. Oh shit.
Oh, Jesus.
I've never seen a combo like that.
Bro, Clint. Dude, wow.
You throw you back to spark. got my battle smash.
I got destroyed. Sephiroth be like, I'm gonna be like this. Okay, the next person that puts down another 1K, then I'll be able to really get into it. I also changed a little bit up with the story as well, involving his parents. So definitely, when you have time, or you and Monster in this case, when y'all have time, definitely check out that movie. He said, I'll get the ring in a minute. Definitely, bro. Yo, thank you. Also, one other thing, I don't know if you saw it yet.
The artwork.
Minnie! Mitty already making her presence felt. It's a shame I have to pay attention to Shigeru, but thank you so much, Mitty, for the gifted sub right to Masa. God damn. Haven't you already given people enough gifts? You already gave me a gift, now you want to give Masa a gift. What the hell? Oh, thank you so much. I shouldn't have said anything. Just like we're Roman Reigns out here. We gonna carry this big ass vase with us. Oh, failure. You mean to tell me you couldn't carry the vase? And man couldn't carry the vase? You couldn't just put it down?
Alright. Whoops, wrong one. Yeah, I don't know why I did that, my bad. Whew, sorry about that. Yeah. All I know is, I said whatever it is I had to say. And look, you even see it from here. This is from the 16th. So, January 16th, people been knew that this shit was coming. They even confirmed it personally that they said that this game was gonna have AI art. So, there you go. Y'all had till January 16th. Y'all had a week's worth to find out whether the game was gonna have some shit like that or not. Whereas compared to Palworld, you find out literally on release. So I don't know what to tell you. I'm done talking about it for now. Y'all know my thoughts. All I gotta say is this: I will come. If I see people out here endorsing this, I will come back and talk about this for another time. But all I know is I ain't trying to hear the bullshit. Okay. I'm not for it. I'm not for it. You shouldn't be for it either. But yeah. If anything, I'll just end this last message like this. You should be happy that Palworld is being successful. And I say this because of the fact that, and it's crazy because they're two different games, but you should be happy that Palworld is successful. Only because of the fact that it's going to make companies push to be better, not push to be worse. You can get more in Pokemon. Don't settle for the bullshit they're giving you. Just like how we can get more out of Monster Hunter, more better out of Monster Hunter, not this anti-consumer bullshit that they're pulling. And the same can be said when it goes to Yakuza 2, Sega 2, because they allowed it. But yeah, don't settle for this bullshit that they're feeding you. You hurt them with your money, plain and simple. You hurt them with their money. So I'm gonna go on to the next topic. I'm gonna try to make this as quick as I can. And I say I'm gonna make this as quick as I can because of the fact that I got some things I need to do around the house. So it's time for some football, and I know that's what y'all are here for. That's why I wanted to save this for last as best I can. I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but I will talk about what interests me the most out of all these games, at least so far. All of them, in fact, I should say. So I'm gonna get to the first one. Of course, being the Ravens and the Texans. The Ravens beat the Texans 34-10. Lamar Jackson went 16 of 22, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns. CJ Stroud with 19 of 33, 175 yards. Lamar Jackson ran for 100 and got 2 touchdowns, so he got 4 touchdowns in total. Devin Singletary was the leading rusher with 9 carries, 22 yards. What are my takeaways from this game? My takeaways are simple. If you're the Houston Texans, I'm going to be real, do not see you losing in this divisional round. Do not see you losing in these playoffs as a L. Don't really see it as a true L. Because, if anything, if I'm a Texans fan, I look at it like this. You had a rookie head coach. You had a rookie quarterback. And you went to the divisional round of the playoffs. When coming in, your expectations had been incredibly low. Stupid low. Visual Scarab, how you doing, bro? How's your day? Your expectations had been super low. You went from that to the divisional round. I look at this as a stepping stone. I don't look at it as a L. Because that's your future right there, if that's anything to say about it. That's a future contender for a deep playoff run already. Right. Because the Baltimore Ravens, they've been killing shit all year. No, for you, this is one time I'm going to say this. You should have faith in your team. You wasn't going to beat the Ravens, but that don't mean you won't beat them at another time. That don't mean that's not your future. Y'all went in to these playoffs with no expectations, probably not even thinking you're going to get past a wild card. The fact y'all got past that in itself is a W. Because I guarantee no one coming in with a rookie head coach, a first-year head coach, a first-year quarterback, some guys you got from the draft, no way would y'all have thought coming in that y'all were going to go that far. So if anything, that team deserves a round of applause because they wreck shit on teams. They beat teams up like they should have, and teams were actually low-key scared. In fact, not even low-key. They were scared of CJ Stroud. That dude is rookie of the year. That's the offensive rookie of the year. Because I can tell you this right now. The only closest offensive rookie I can see doing that good as far as this season goes is Jahmyr Gibbs for the Detroit Lions. Offensively, if not him, probably Zay Flowers. But for CJ Stroud to lead that team that was far worse last year, years prior, hell, y'all was just coming off the Deshaun Watson scandal. And y'all gave up J.J. Watt and DeAndre Hopkins. Y'all went from that just like that in one good year, one good draft year, one good free agency. You went from that to going to the NFL divisional playoff round. I mean, the AFC divisional playoff round. That's a fucking W. You didn't win the game, but look at it this way. For what y'all went through before to where you're at now, that's a W. Trust me, best believe the Texans are going to have a lot more opportunities to get in for a deep playoff run. It's not going to be this year, clearly. But give it 2-3 years, And it won't shock me if you hear that the Texans are in the AFC Championship game. It will not shock me. They're the team with the most growth to go off of as far as these playoffs are concerned. So as far as I'm concerned, is like I said, I give them a round of applause. I wouldn't so much as give them I wouldn't so much as boo a team like that. They bust their ass off this season. Not only that, they won the division of with a first year head coach and a first year quarterback. No one would have seen that coming. Not even realistic NFL fans would have seen that coming. Um the Packers and the 49ers. There's a lot that pissed me off with this game, but like I said with the Texans, the Packers, they're another team that got room for improvement heading into the offseason, heading into the next couple years. This team almost beat the number one seed 49ers, and they could have beaten them if only were it not for a few mistakes. Literally, all they had to do was hit that one field goal, go into overtime at worst, or better yet, all they had to do was score that touchdown with that one critically important drive, and they let themselves down. The fact they came that close, I'm not mad at Jordan Love throwing an interception, which is crazy to say because that interception was Brett Favre like when he was on the Vikings. But I'm not more so mad at Jordan Love because he did his thing. He shredded the 49ers defense, which is hard to do, but he was shredding them. Aaron Jones was shredding them defensively, which is hard to do. To come that close, only to walk out of there with an L. Again, if I'm the Packers, I'll be pissed off too because you had them. I'll be pissed off because you had them. But at the same time, I look at it like this: Jordan Love's due for a contract extension, rightfully so. He deserves it. I don't know what Aaron Jones' contract is, but I keep him. And you got a young wide receiving core and a solid defense. If I'm the Packers and the Texans, I don't look at Packers. I would absolutely look at it that way because I didn't think they were gonna beat the 49ers, but I didn't think they was gonna push them that fucking hard. But yeah, if I'm the Packers, like the Texans, I don't look at it as an L. I look at it as a stepping stone. That's how I look at it. That's a stepping stone. Because come the next season or come the next two seasons, you're gonna be much more formidable. You know what you have to work with heading into the next season. They were a young team that had nothing to lose, and besides, like the Texans, the Packers beat a team that for some reason I thought they were gonna lose to initially. I thought they were gonna get knocked out the playoffs. I thought the Packers would have been long knocked out the playoffs. They went up against the Packers and they went up against the Cowboys and completely shredded them. The same Cowboys team that were dominant at home all year long. They only lost one game at home. Goes to show you how dominant they were. They lost one game at home. And for them to sit up there and destroy them the way that they did is insane. I still can't believe they did that. So, yeah, to my point, if I'm the Packers, look at it like that. That's a stepping stone. Now, if y'all want to know what's real soul crushing, it's this last game here. But I'm gonna talk about the Lions and the Bucks real quick. Lions beat the Bucks 31-23. I know the score don't tell the whole story, but if I'm Baker Mayfield, I want a contract extension with the Buccaneers as soon as possible. And if I'm the Buccaneers, if I was y'all, I would sign Mike Evans. Give him his money. Have him be a Buccaneer for life. That's a Hall of Fame player that wants to stay there for life. But if you want to go ahead and let him go, feel free. Let him go. Watch him go to another Super Bowl contender and try to compete for a title. But the Lions, man, if you was to tell me heading into the season that the Lions would be the team that might possibly take down either the 49ers or the Eagles, I wouldn't believe you. I thought the Lions was not going to get this far. The Lions can potentially, I still say this, which is crazy because they won 14 games. The Lions can potentially shock the world next week. And I, of course, will all be tuning into that game. The Lions can potentially shock the world, and they got the defense to do it. They got the team to do it. Saying the 49ers can't beat the Lions would be so fucking crazy heading into 2024. Heading into the 2023-2024 season. But if you was to tell me right now which team can beat the Lions, there'd be two teams. I'm sorry, which team can beat the 49ers? There'd be two teams. It's the Lions coming up, and it's the Ravens possibly again. If that one matchup I saw with Ravens and the 49ers said anything to me. The Lions are just as physical as the Ravens are. So for the 49ers, they better pray Deebo Samuel is healthy. Because if he's not healthy heading into this game against that Lions defense, Brock Purdy better pray that line holds up. Brock Purdy better pray those wide receivers continue to get open. Because the dropped interceptions that came off that Packers game, which by the way would have absolutely won them the game, this will not happen with the Detroit Lions. You remember that run Daniel Bryan had in 2014? Yeah. This is literally the Lions. The Lions are on a miracle run. And really, I'm just here to sit back and watch to see if they can do it. And damn, do I cannot wait to see if the Lions continue this miracle run or if we get a rematch of a possible rematch of a Super Bowl game. We're going to get a rematch regardless of two Super Bowl games with the 49ers involved, which I don't want to see because fuck the 49ers. But I will say this. I'm betting on the Lions. I'd bet on the Lions. I'm not going to bet any money. Obviously not. No. I'm not going to bet any money until the Super Bowl. But the Lions for me, don't be shocked if the Lions are the team that beats the 49ers because they're just as physical and can go toe to toe with them, head to toe with the 49ers. The only difference I would say that they have in comparison to who's better than who, I would say their linebacking. I would say Fred Warner, of course. Just him and Trey Greenlaw alone are the better linebackers compared to the Lions linebackers. But overall, outside of that, the Lions and 49ers are practically mirror images of each other, especially down to the quarterback. I'm not kidding. Look at their roster top to bottom, and the only difference you'll see is literally linebacker, and that's it. Okay. Now, y'all want to see something soul crushing? This is soul crushing, and for you, I know you saw this game. I went to sleep. I was at the car show. I woke up and I find out that this fucking happened. The Chiefs beat the fucking Bills? I'm still shocked as I say this. You mean to fucking tell me this is the worst Chiefs team throughout all of Patrick Mahomes' career as a starting quarterback so far for this team. You mean to tell me the worst iteration of this team he has to command, and he still makes the AFC Championship game? How is that possible? How? How is that humanly possible? They have no wide receivers. They barely run the ball, and when they do, yes, it does work with Isaiah Pacheco. And it's like, I don't get it. I just do not fucking get it. How the living fuck did the Chiefs make the AFC Championship game? Now, I will say this. I expected the Chiefs to beat the Dolphins because the Dolphins were ass. But if you mean to tell me they got by the fucking Bills, who are clearly up and down the more better team, how is that possible? Yo, Eagles, that's literally correct. They're the Roman Reigns of the NFL right now. Somehow, some way, these motherfuckers still get into the AFC Championship game when they have no business being a part of it. Patrick Mahomes went 17 of 23, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns. Josh Allen went 26 of 39, 186 yards and a touchdown. Josh, what the fuck? Isaiah Pacheco had 97 yards and a touchdown. Josh Allen was leading rusher with 70 yards, 2 touchdowns. Travis Kelce had 75 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dalton Kincaid had 5 receptions for 45 yards. How the fuck did this happen? All I know is this, though. If I'm a Bills fan, I'll be sick to my stomach. I want y'all to imagine this. Imagine going to the playoffs, and almost every team you have to face is that one team that you cannot get over the hump with. That team that has your number for some weird ass reason. It's crazy because that's the common theme of these NFL playoffs. I don't know if y'all noticed. The common theme of these NFL playoffs are teams that cannot get over the hump in the playoffs against teams they have an Achilles heel with. The Cowboys cannot get by the Packers nor the 49ers. The Eagles cannot get by the Bucks. To be honest, they wasn't going to get by them anyway because they're shitty. The Chiefs can't get by the Dolphins though. I don't know how many times the Chiefs faced the Dolphins, but Tua can't get over the hump. Tua ain't shit. The only game that was uncommon out of that whole playoff series so far is the Texans and the Ravens because I don't remember them actually meeting each other like that in the playoffs, though y'all can correct me if I'm wrong on that. Not much. But the common theme is just like, yo, y'all just cannot get by this fucking team no matter what you do. Which is crazy. And if I'm a Bills fan, I'd be real sick because they had to shovel all that fucking snow. They had to shovel all that snow leading up to the game, only to find out that now you have to go home empty as fuck because the team sat up there and let you down. And they let them down so bad. That's horrible. And they had the better team. Sorry about that. And they had the better team. I should have not done this, but yeah, they have the better team. Yes, I am gonna get racist from past broadcasts or blur it out in some cases. But they had the better team, dude. Like, if you was to tell me coming into this game, Bills, Chiefs, who's winning this game, I would have said the Bills and not think twice about it. Considering what they've gone through throughout the past number of weeks, ever since they made Joe Brady their offensive coordinator, they were smoking people. Hell, they almost beat the Eagles, which they should have won. But they didn't. Not only did they not win that, they can't beat the Chiefs. Anyway, all we got left for the conference championship game is the Chiefs and the Ravens and the 49ers and the Lions. So you already know who my picks are for these games. Ravens beating the Chiefs. I'll be so upset if Chiefs go back to the fucking Super Bowl because they don't deserve to be in the Super Bowl. And of course, Lions beating the 49ers. For me, that would be the best Super Bowl is Lions versus Ravens because they're both two very physical teams, especially defensively. I want to see another defensive game. I don't know about y'all. That for me would be it. That's the defensive game I'm looking for. That's the defensive game I'm looking for. So that's something to look out for. That's something I want to be a part of. That's something I want to see. So yeah, Lions, you do your thing. Ravens, you do your thing. And that's all I can say. That's everything throughout the rest of the week. Now, I will still play some Ishii. I'll probably play it tonight at 8 o'clock if you guys are interested in coming by. Well, we'll see. Ori and the Blind Forest, I'll probably still do. All of this is still roughly the same. It's going to stay the same. Game night, I have a big question. I'm going to ask this for everybody. Do y'all still want game night? Because if not, I will go right back to anime movie night. Because I don't know which one do I want to go. I want to spend time with the community, but I have no way of knowing what people want. So I'll give y'all till Wednesday to find out because I have to know something here. Because I want to play games with y'all. I want to be able to chill out with y'all. And I feel bad that I haven't been able to do this with the community, with the people. But yeah, yeah, I'll do it as a poll on the Discord because I know not everybody's going to tune into this. But I have to know, what do people want? Do they want game night? Do they want anime night? Because look, whichever which they want, you can't say you want this and then not show. I mean, I can bend over backwards, bust my ass, giving people what they want, and then if they don't show, like, y'all gotta understand, that's severely deflating. Because it's like, look, for me, it's nothing more better than, okay, you have a community here, you want to spend time with this community, but then it's like, damn, do they want to spend time with you? And that's how I look at it. Now, feel you, I don't want you to apologize because I know you're going to say you're sorry. Because this is not on you. What gets me is you have over 100 people here, whatever it is. I have over 50 people, 80 people here in this server, and no one wants to really participate besides one person. That's a little deflating. That's very deflating. I understand why, and I'm gonna say this right here. I understand why for another Chan at one point she was tempted to start kicking people off the server. And I get why she felt that way because I did it before. Now, does this mean I'm gonna do it? No, I'm not gonna do that because I understand at the end of the day everyone got a life to run. So do I. I'm no different. I got a life to run. But what I am saying is I understand the mood and feeling that she was going through. That feeling of deflated confidence, that emptiness to where it's like, damn, no one is really showing. Like no one really cares. I understand that more than anything. Yeah, I did that once before already, and that didn't get anywhere. So now it's just after a while, I just don't care. But that's why I'm asking this question now. I'm gonna be asking this question in the poll. Do y'all want anime night or do y'all want game night? Because if y'all don't want anything, I can take the time out to just chill out throughout the rest of the week and not do anything. Right, and that's the thing, Eagles. Here's the deal. I would love to do wrestling night again. People forget that. I had just as much fun having to do the wrestling nights and give y'all wrestling matches and actually have fun watching them. But then after a while, it's like I noticed no one really wanted to do them anymore. So we will see. Okay? We will see how everything goes. Um I might do something different with Tales of Berseria. I might change it to like make it as a might change it to like say Friday or something like that, but do it I might do Yakuza and shit earlier. So it depends how it all goes. But yeah, I might do it all earlier. So I'll take a good close eye on that. Now I could do Tales of Berseria on Monday just to get rid of Ishin, but I like playing Ishin. I actually like having fun with Ishin. And y'all already know the reason why I'm doing Tales of Berseria. I'm gonna be honest, if it wasn't for this little bet I'm still doing, I wouldn't do Tales of Berseria at all right now. As much as I love the game, I'm not in the mood to play it. But the only reason why I'm doing it is because I don't feel like drinking any root beer. Yes, I'm still taking that serious. But yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen with Tales of Berseria. But yeah, everything else in the schedule is roughly the same. I still like playing Ori and the Blind Forest. I'm actually still having a lot of fun playing it. I haven't played in a while, but I'm definitely having fun playing it. I want to do Palworld at some point, but I have to know. I have to come up with a schedule. I have to come up with everyone's schedule. I have to know what's going on here because y'all know when we did this before. We did this with Ducky, and we love Ducky, and we one day we are gonna go back to playing Halo. But right now, Halo's not in the cards right now. Whether it's because it's either she's busy or we're just playing Palworld. So I would love to have Palworld in as a stream at some point, but I have to know everyone's schedule. So I will find that out from there. Until then, that's everything throughout the rest of the week. All right, guys. Till then, that's it for me. I'll come back probably at around 8:39. If I don't do it tonight with Yakuza, I will do it tomorrow. So we'll see where that'll go. But till then, I'm gonna see who's streaming so I can give y'all a rate in case if I don't stream again. Um, throughout tonight. Let's see who's live. Let's see who's on so we can go ahead and show them some love. But thank you everyone that came by for this episode of Lightning Round. Yes, I do need to hydrate. I definitely need to hydrate. It's been a bit. Um, let's see who is live. Okay, so I see Paradox Power Please. My man Shiona Wolf. Actually, no, I see Chica. Fuck yeah, we see Chica. Speaking of Power World, Chica's playing some Power World right now. We're gonna go check out Chica. We could also check out the Kali Effect. Kali Effect is doing Boss Monster tier list when it goes to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, I believe. And then we got Chica who's playing Power World. So I'll leave this up to you two. Y'all want to see some Master Duel stuff? Y'all want to see some Power World stuff? Which one y'all want? I'm thinking more Chica. I'm gonna be honest with you because Chica's pretty fucking chill. But yeah, I think that's probably where we might go, unless y'all say otherwise. I can abandon the raid. Um, yeah, I think Chica's gonna be the option here. So Chica's playing Power World. Go check her out. She's pretty fucking amazing. Till then, it's up to you. My voice is a coin flip. Oh, you know what? You know what? Good idea. Good idea. We're gonna go ahead and coin flip. Let me go ahead and get that coin. Shit. Hold up. Let me get that coin. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. So yeah, coin flip. Coin flip. Y'all ready? Alright. Heads say we go to Chica. Tails say we go to the Cali effect for Master Duel. 3, 2, 1. Alright. Looks like we got Tails. So, Tails, we're gonna go to the Cali effect who's playing Master Duel. I mean, he's doing a boss monster tier list, so he's not necessarily playing, but he is talking about what cards or what bosses. I think yeah, what boss monsters are the best boss monsters, which one he likes, what one he think is eh. So let's go check him out. He's definitely got a YouTube channel too. He's pretty damn crazy with the YouTube stuff too. So go show him some love. Till then, I will see you guys hopefully later tonight for Like a Dragon Ishin, and if not, I will do it tomorrow. So there you go. Oh, never mind. The Cali effect doesn't allow me to rate him. So guess what? By default, we're going to go Chica. Damn, Cali. I understand why, because for him, he's pretty big on the YouTube stuff, so I get it. Ask him his thoughts on Mac Knight Crusader Avermax. I will give you the link to his channel. You guys can check it out from there. But yeah, I will definitely ask him and then pass that message on for you, because I'm gonna definitely tune in and check it out. But yeah, till then, we're gonna go ahead and raid Chica, the amazing Chica Ito. She's playing Palworld. Go show her some love.